Welcome back to another episode of Chatting with the Cholo, where I will continue to be your heavily tattooed host, the Cholo. Today, we're going to be jumping back in time to pick up our Comprehending a Comprehensive History series on Chris Chan, so please, extend a finger to point and laugh alongside me, and I will see you guys in the video. And real quick, don't forget to become a loped out Cholo such as myself through my official channel memberships. Trust me, all the cool kids are doing it. Now here we are with episode 24 of Comprehending a Comprehensive History. Let's give a big old fat shout out to Gino Samuel 2.1 for providing this 85-part series for us. Go check out his channel, give him a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, show him some love. And with that, let's go ahead and buckle up and take this fucking ride together. Here we go.
What made him this way? What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Chris Chan.
January 25th or 26th.
On January 30th, 2010, Christian
Wasn't even close on the date.
uploaded a video in which he apologizes for his actions towards Alec Benson Leary and his treatment of the mailbags.
So I want to apologize to Alec for having said the things I said before and the threats, and want to make amends and peace, and I would appreciate it if the Astropedia ads were no longer on the Wikipedia.
Bet you would.
I asked multiple times either to shrink them down, put them in the sidebar. I have not seen shrinkage. I have to scroll down to even see anything on the Wikipedia, to even to log in, to even to make edits, and it's very annoying and frustrating.
Dude, what is up with his speech today? I have to scroll down to even to see anything on the Wikipedia, to even to log in, to even to make edits. Dude, what the fuck? I wonder if he's actually having a stroke.
Get rid of those ads altogether.
His speech is fucked up. I genuinely wonder if he's having a stroke right now. This is the part of the video where I want to say a very special shout out and give a giant thank you to my channel members, Pink Panda, Acetone, and Christian EC. Your guys' support is more than noticed and appreciated. Thank you all, and back to the video.
I still apologize for saying the things I had said before, but I feel like we could best be at peace if Mao of that group removes all those ads altogether. Please. Anyway, and also, I apologize for appearing to be rude.
You're not appearing to be rude. You are rude. You're a rude person.
In the mailbag responses.
And I use the word person in the absolute loosest sense possible.
And deleting and editing some letters. But I can't deal with some topics that get brought up. It's just beyond my comprehension sometimes.
So you admit you're slow in the mind. You admit other people can say and articulate ideas that you cannot keep up with. Okay, you just admitted that. You said it. Let's put a tack in that and keep that for later. I'm gonna take that little tidbit of information, fold it up real nice, and just put it in my back pocket. That's gonna come in handy. I assure you guys.
And it bothers me. Okay? So, I promise to be nicer in my responses. Okay.
Doubt.
On that same day, Chris uploaded Mailbag 50 himself, which consisted of cherry-picked letters and comments from the troll-created Sonichu forum. It was prefixed with an explanation. This mailbag is the one that I have personally put together to show everyone the best examples of how letters in the mailbag should be phrased, thought, and written. Please take the following examples to heart when writing future letters to me at the Wikipedia. In a nutshell though, the recent letters were just too darn harsh and confusing. These here are nearly harsh, but more comprehensible to me. I'm only doing this once, and these have come from a true, good, and loyal Sonichu fan forum site. However, Christian failed to notice that many of the statements that he thought of as supportive were in fact mocking of his character in a subtle way, which went unnoticed. In Mailbag 51, which was submitted by the Wikipedia sysop as normal, Evan Christopher George left a short and cryptic comment hinting at legal action. There was also increasing talk of a Sonichu reboot, which would start the series over fresh, and would allegedly eliminate all narrative and copyright complications. Christian claimed that it would start with issue 11. On February 1st, Christian uploaded an odd video which came about during an undisclosed trolling scheme concerning a copyright dispute.
Good afternoon. This message is for the World Boiler certification over in
The Royal what? The Royal certification?
London, England. And I'm addressing this to Miss Abigail Murdoch, I believe it is. I am allowing Miss Murdoch and her company to represent me in the court in this issue, in this international issue between us.
You're allowing her to represent you? You act like they're fighting to the, oh, let me represent this fucking dipshit.
Between my Sonichu, the electric hedgehog Pokemon of the United States of America, and Sonichu, the eclectic hedge.
What does eclectic mean, Chris? Tell me the definition of that word.
Hog. Pokemon of London, England. Firstly, I would like to emphasize that enough.
Why is he talking like that?
One which I'd like to emphasize is our character differences and moral differences. My Sonichu is actually a hedgehog with electrical powers. With a possible combination between another hedgehog and the Pikachu, of which I will not mention right now. And then we got Mr. Blockley's Sonichu. We're talking about a Jamaican drug dealer here.
What?
And lives in some other city, possibly in London. In London. Anyway, eclectic, high on the hedge, and high on the hog. You want some of this Pokemon? Anyway, big, humongous differences, which the two are nothing similar at all. And even from the vague description I have of the of Mr. Blockley's version, we're talking about he would look something like that. And between my Sonichu, which in this page he's currently in his super form after using the KI crystals, big differences between the two. So I move that we allow them to coexist internationally as my Mr. Chandler's Sonichu and Mr. Blockley's Sonichu.
Chris just fucking sucks all the way around. Why is he so far up his own ass? He smells like shit. He has bitch tits. He can't do a push-up. His house is a hoarder house that's at risk of being condemned. It's so nasty. We all know what happened with the fire later on in his life. Doesn't brush his teeth. We've seen his shower. If you guys have seen the house tour video, you know that shower is disgusting. There's just nothing good about him. There's nothing manly about him. He's just a mentally disabled clump of cells. And that's all he'll ever be. And good. Fuck him. He's a rapist, so.
And anyway, also I would like to, before I conclude, I would like to address this to Mr. Blockley. From what I have seen so far, you are obviously a troll trying to pick on me. And after I have shared about 10 years on the internet my Sonichu towards the worldwide fan base, and I have a lot of fans, forums, even pages that have slandered my good name, and the current Wikipedia, which you can find all my original comic pages on there, originally hand drawn, and then the text edited for easier reading. But anyway, yeah, with that, again, Mr. Abigail Udock, you may represent me in the high courts over there in England, and I appreciate y'all's time. Thank you.
Later that day, Chris got a call from Alec Benson Leary, who was angry with the inadequacy of Chris's apology video.
Well, I've been nice to you for too long. You didn't mention anything of what you were apologizing for. You just said, "Oh, I'm apologizing for some of the things I said."
Very true.
Is that supposed to include the death threats, Chris? Because you should probably mention that specifically.
Yes, it did include the past death threats.
Okay, well, I think I'd like you to make a better apology video. And in your second apology video, I want you to not spend 80% of the video making demands of me. Because, see, an apology video should be just that. It should be apologizing for when you did something wrong. Do you think you've done something wrong to me, Chris?
I admit that I have done wrong to you, Alec. With mislabelings and mistakes and errors, and I apologize.
Mislabelings, kind of like what a troll would do. Isn't that right? You know, I don't want to just tell you to make a more specific video if you don't know specifically. So please list the things that you think you did wrong to me.
All right, Alec, I'm sorry for mislabeling you and giving you death threats.
What did you mislabel me as, Chris?
Mislabeling you as a villain type of person.
Yeah, that was pretty bad of you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Let's see, death threats, mislabeling, calling you, making me out like a villain.
How about, here's a hint. Is there anyone close to me, a friend perhaps, that maybe you've mislabeled as well, that you've done wrong against?
Let me guess, Devin?
You got it right. You have wronged Evan. Do you know how you've wronged Evan?
For labeling him as an origin point for Simona.
No, actually, that was the correct thing. That was the one correct thing you did, was labeling him as the origin point of Simona, because that's what he was.
Okay.
What's the wrong thing you did to him?
I yelled at him, too.
There's a bigger issue. You stole Sonichu from him. There, I gave that one to you. And you won't give his character back. What do you think of that?
He can have his Sonichu.
Simona is Sonichu. You took his Sonichu and twisted it around. That's what your Sonichu article on your Wikipedia says. It says Simona's based off Sonichu. I told you last time, it doesn't matter if you go change the article now. That doesn't change what was in the past. You cannot write a new article in the present and change what happened in the past. Chris, why is parody and plagiarism, why are those concepts okay for you to do, but they're not okay for anyone else to do? Will you tell me that?
Good question.
Okay, I guess I cannot think of a good answer for that.
Yeah, that's because there really isn't one. You understand that, right? The same rules have to apply to everyone. You don't get different rules than other artists. You need to atone for your mistakes. I want you to, in your comic, issue a full apology to Evan and admit that Simona and Sonichu are not your characters, and you used them wrongfully without his permission, and you are going to retire them. Not really that hard to do. I mean, Simona hasn't even appeared in your comic recently, so it's not like you're going to hurt your plot line if you just issue an admission that you're not going to use her anymore.
Well, I'll think about that.
Not good enough. My ads aren't going down unless you say yes to that. That's one of my conditions. Because I've got several problems with you.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I will think about that.
Okay. Another problem. I want you to apologize to me for calling me naive. Do you believe I am naive?
Yes, and I'm sorry for calling you naive. No, I do not believe you are naive.
Well, good. You know, I don't think naive is that bad of a word. but what means the most is that you think it's a bad thing and you still used it. I want you to put that in your new apology video for me.
Okay.
You might want to get a pen and paper and just write these things down, because there's a few points here. I don't want you to forget any of them.
Yeah.
What are the main things that I want you to do? List them off to me, just so I know that you're with me so far.
Okay, I'm apologizing for for cursing you, giving you death threats, calling you naive.
What else are you going to do for me?
Labeling your comics as plagiarization of my Sonichu character and myself.
What the fuck is a plagiarization? Is that a word that I don't know? Oh my god, I hope that's not actually a real word, and now I sound like an idiot. If it is a real word, I don't know it, so I don't know.
And
You're
apologizing
going to admit that Asperger's is original.
Evan.
Yep, good. And what else about Evan?
Yeah, I'm going to apologize to him, and he can have his Simon shoe.
You're going to admit publicly that Simon Shoe is not yours to use, and you were wrong to do it, right?
Right. Simon shoe is not mine.
I'm glad. We're getting somewhere, Chris. I'm glad about this.
Okay.
It feels like you're finally starting to listen to me a little bit, because you haven't been listening to me. You know, I thought about what you said, about how Asperchu wouldn't like to be named Asperchu. I thought that I might write it into my comic that I might have Asperchu say that he likes his name. That would probably clear that problem up, don't you think? Because I mean, you're always filling in Sonichu's speech bubbles. So whatever Sonichu says must be correct, right? Sonichu says he likes something, then he likes something. So if Asperchu says in my comic that he likes his name, then he likes his name.
Yeah, okay, well, just don't make any references of my city of Quickville, or saying that my original Sonichu is related to Asperchu.
You already stated that the Sonichu and the chaotic combo and everything else that appears in my comic are just copies, or not connected to you. So it really doesn't matter what I do with my Sonichu and my Quickville and all that, does it? Because they're different than yours.
The Quickville is mine, and the chaotic combo is mine. They originally were mine.
Yep, you said the one that I'm using is different, though. That's the one you tried to steal from me, remember? Add this to your list, actually. You should probably apologize for stealing things from me, all the while you're trying to fight me stealing things from you. I think that's a good thing to add to your apology list.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, before the recreation of Sonic and the chaotic combo in your book, just establish that they're not the ones from Quickville. They're just, they're from another. They're from this.
I'm not going to consider doing a damn thing for you until I see this apology video and I'm satisfied with it.
You will see the apology video, and I'll have it uploaded tonight.
Tonight, tomorrow, whenever you want.
Okay.
It's your schedule.
All right, I gotta go now. You take care. Bye-bye.
This was immediately followed by the requested apology video for Evan and Alec.
I would like to take this moment to apologize to Mr. Alec Benson Leary for the curses and death threats and mislabelings I have placed upon him, such as not reading his own quote-unquote fan mail and all that. And also I apologize for misunderstanding his Asperchu as being a parody and labeling it as such, as much as it is his original character. Asperchu is Alec Benson's Larry character. Alec Benson's... Try saying that 3 times fast with plurals. Asperchu is Alec Benson Leary's own creation, not mine.
That was so hard for him to admit that shit. You could see it in his face.
And I retract all the past statements I have made against that, and of his book being anything parodic or copycatishly to anything in my book.
Copycatishly.
Anyway, along with that, I also would like to apologize to Evan for offending him and by taking false claim of his Sonichu character, and I'm happy to give that back to him. And I retract all ownership of the Sonichu character. And I'll leave y'all at that. So, yeah. My respective apologies to all of y'all on the Asperpedia. Hope we can get along and maybe be less offensive advertise-wise. Okay. Be safe and have a good day.
The next day, Chris wrote a short blog post in which he requested that all of his fans bombard Mao with complaints to his email address. Soon after, Chris made a video attacking Mao.
This message is to Mr. Mao of the goddamn Asperpedia. Your ad right now. What you have up there on my Wikipedia, that's just wrong. You're imitating Jack Thaddeus now, and I do not appreciate it.
Didn't he pay for the ad space? So shut the fuck up about it.
Either you remove your ads altogether, or I will have your head on this.
If somebody ever threatens me with, I will have your head on this, that is absolutely 1000% the last person I will ever be afraid of. There's plenty of people out in the world that you should be afraid of. There's plenty of them out there that they're down to get savage with the machete. I've seen plenty of videos out of Brazil. I know how savage it can be in certain places. But if somebody tells me, I will have your head on this, you're not the one, homeboy. You're just not it.
I'm already having your head on this because as much as I have a curse on, I possibly have a curse on me, you are going to get cursed as well. Addressed to Mr. Mao of the Asperpedia.
Hey guys, real quick, if you're not following me over on Instagram, what the fuck is your problem? Go follow me on Instagram. Back to the video.
Take down the ads, or prematurely rot.
He then received a call from Alec, who started off by saying that the latest apology video did not address everything as was requested, such as Christian's use of the word naive.
You know, I asked you to apologize for the word naive. You didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah, it is your bad. Because that word is such a huge deal to you. I wanted you to mention that specifically. Pretty sure I said that.
You did.
Yeah.
Another thing you said my quote-unquote fan mail, which I didn't like that. It was like you were suggesting I don't actually have real fans. That's not nice, Chris.
Well, I did not mean that.
Well, why'd you say it? I don't really like going through this, night after night with you, Chris. I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you these things over and over. You tell a kid things over and over, and
Yep.
an adult, a man should, listen once and then know what to do.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Well, apparently you made a video right before I talked to you, cursing Mao. That wasn't good either, Chris. I mean, I don't think I specifically mentioned Mao when I talked to you, but I think you should have been able to infer that I don't want you cursing him either. He put
a bunch of dicks on my Wikipedia yesterday.
I used to kind of sympathize with you about how Mao was being mean to you, but then I realized that you're a bully and you don't respond to anything except, mean things like that. Now I kind of think that Mao had the right idea. Because I was trying to be nice to you, and all you did was insult me.
Yes, sir.
No, you misunderstand me. I am not a bully.
Bullshit. Yes, you are.
Oh, you're not. Death threats. That's not the word.
I am not a bully.
Yes,
you are a troll, though. That's for certain.
Absolutely.
I am not a troll.
Yes, you are.
Oh, bullshit.
Bullshit.
Ever since Asperchu appeared, you've been doing nothing but trying to shut me down. Just like the trolls that try to shut you down. But the great Christian Weston Chandler, he's perfect. Nobody can attack him or parody him, but if someone else does something that he doesn't like, doesn't matter if it has nothing to do with him, there's going to be hell to pay.
Chris fakes an interruption by pretending to be his mother.
Excuse me a moment. Yes? Hey, question. Listen, I need you to go play a case in the kitchen. Oh, okay, Mom. I'll take care of it. And let the kitty out, would you? Sure. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Yeah, my mom's telling me to go clean up keys, too. I gotta go. So, is there a number I can call you back at? So I can talk to you later?
I really don't want to give you a number because you troll me on the internet already. You'll probably troll me on the phone if I gave you my contact number. You go ahead. I know letting the cat out is probably going to be hard work and is going to make you want to sleep because I know your biological clock is all whacked out from all your stress because I know it's stressful
trolling me.
So
I am not trolling you, but anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
Anyway, okay, well, Chris, I'll let you go, but I want to let you know that that your apology video was not satisfactory, and you haven't even apologized to Evan at all in your comic like I asked you to. So you go ahead and go, and I will talk to you later. I'll call you when you don't.
Well, by the way, I unblocked your email, so you can send your thoughts in typing as well.
Such a gracious, such a gracious allowance that you made there.
During this time, the explicitness of the Wikipedia ads increased. This included an image parodying the sex act seen in the drawing She Came for Quick, which depicted Chris satisfying his naked mother with his fingers. He never made any mention of this. On February 4th, an ad—
Dude, what? I've never seen that drawing. Alright, yo, hold up. I'm gonna just play an image for you here. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's gonna have to be edited. I saw it when I found it, of course, and then I had to do the edit, but it was a little shocking to see it. Pretty funny. Shocking but funny, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope it ruined your dinner just as much as it ruined mine. Let's go ahead and pick this video back up.
Ad appeared which stated that Christian had just passed away. Later that day, he had another call with Alec Benson Leary, who gave him an exhaustive list of 18 points that had to be addressed in Chris's next apology video. These included admitting Simonla was not his original creation, admitting to calling Alec naive, apologizing for depicting in his comic that Alec possessed female prisoners in his basement, violently killing Simonla in his comic, and promising to look sincere while giving the apology. Most of these points were addressed in a video recorded later that day.
First off, I'm not dead, and I have a few announcements to make. Don't listen to that stupid Mao and his advertisements. Do I look dead to you? No, I'm alive, safe, well, and healthy.
I look healthy.
The announcements. I admit Alec has a sizable fan base, possibly greater than my own, currently. I originally had permission for use Sonichu in my comics from Evan, but then he took it away. Simona was not mine, so I've given it back to him by killing her later. I apologize to Alec for calling him naive multiple times, and apologize to Mao. Here's a forgiveness blessing.
You know, I just gotta say, I like this troll. I like Alec Benson Leary. He just seems to have made Chris, admit what he's doing wrong. He just calls him out for his shit, and I like that.
Forgiveness blessing. There you go. I just been forgive me, but I just had to dig a bunch of snow. It's snowing now. My car's stuck. And I apologize to Alec for taking Asperchew and his recreated characters for re-editing and whatnot. There'll be a page later explaining all that. That was another apology I made to him earlier about pretending my mother. I apologize for accusing him for female entrapment and rumors about rape. It was never meant to be rape. It was just he had those 4 roach chews in his basement, kept them in cages, treated them like hamsters. Giant hamster wheels, water bottle, food pellets. No rape. Just hamsters. You don't rape a hamster.
Fuck. Mean.
And I had no excuse for not updating them some days. But real life just happens, though. That's my only excuse, real life. Other than that, I have no excuse. And I apologize for disrespecting in the mailbags and belating updates. Yeah, so with that, I'll leave you all with that. And I'm alive, safe, well. Okay, have a good day. Oh, and one more thing. I admit that I trolled Alec in a sense like I was trolled before, and I apologize for that. I didn't want to leave that detail out. I trolled Alec, and I apologize for that. And I will not troll him anymore. Okay.
On February 6th, the Wikipedia
The shit that they made Chris do, it's so ridiculous.
video was locked to further edits, allegedly due to a cease and desist order from Evan Christopher George. Chris was deeply saddened, but still continued to send some brief, lighthearted emails to the Wallflower. On the 8th, Alec called him again to talk about recent events.
Just calling to see how things are going with, well, I know that Evan went forward with freezing the Wikipedia on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking about that?
What am I thinking about that? I can't edit it. I can't edit squat.
Well,
And I was going to answer some more mailbag letters.
well,
So I finally got my PC back and running after a weekend, not having it after a power failure.
well, that's good. I'm just, Evan, he got kind of impatient because he was waiting a long time for this. Do you have them finished? The Simona death page and the apology page?
I'll have them upload either tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever the thing is unfrozen.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm just not satisfied with your apology video, and I don't think I'll be asking you to make another because it's become apparent to me that I don't think you really even understand what you did wrong. It was rather apparent that you didn't put any thought into why I wanted you to say those things at all.
Just wanted to apologize real quick that I keep looking down over here. I'm in a paranormal live stream. My bad, not giving Chris my full attention. We'll fuck this live stream. Let's do this.
Actually, I did get the point behind everything.
Yeah, there was even less emotion in your voice in that video than there is normally when you apologize for something. I mean, I've seen apology videos you made before, and they're all pretty lackluster, but this one was just like a slap in the face. You said those things that I asked you to say because you thought that reading them off a list would get my ads off of your site. I took my ads off your site for the moment just because I don't really want Asperchu associated with your perennial legal troubles. But, if you do get Wikipedia back up, then my ads are going back because I'm not satisfied. That's if you get it up, Chris, because as far as I can tell, you don't really even care about Sonichu that much.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well,
I have to continue in the pages.
Chris, I warned you numerous times over the past several weeks that someone was targeting you for a lawsuit over problems you were causing with Sonichu. And if I was warned that someone was targeting me for a lawsuit and they had grounds to sue me, I would deal with it right away. I would drop what I was doing. I mean, you had time, Chris. You had all the time in the world. Doesn't that seem reasonable to you? You don't go to school. You don't have a job. I asked you, what your day was like last time I talked to you, and you said that, you were sleeping until 11 in the morning. I mean, 11, Chris? That's ridiculous. I would kill to be able to, sleep in all day.
Let me know down in the comments, are you guys late sleepers? I'm not. Yeah, let me know. What are you guys early risers or are you lazy fucks like Chris? And if you are, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious.
I have to get up early every day because I have things that I need to do. I mean, I don't understand what this whole biological clock thing is that you keep falling back on.
Fair.
You know what? Look it up on Wikipedia.
Look up what?
Biological clock.
Biological clock is a phrase that women usually use to refer to their most fertile reproductive years. I really have no reason, no understanding of why you would apply that to yourself.
It's reference to sleeping schedule.
I don't have problems with sleeping, any sleeping schedule. I think what happens with a lot of people when they have absolutely nothing to do with their days, that's when their sleep schedule gets messed up. See, I have a routine. I have to go to work and I have to go to school and I work on my comic because I care about my comic. You don't have a job or school, and you don't care about your comic. Therefore, your body.
I actually do care about my stuff.
Your actions say otherwise. You don't upload any pages. How many times have I told you you have to start uploading pages? Not just when I wanted you to make the apology page. I just mean in general. But you didn't listen.
Well, I have been working on the pages, and I will be uploading them as soon as the thing gets unfrozen. And I had to go through without a PC the past weekend because I was in a power failure.
Power failure? Like the power was knocked out all weekend? I have blackouts on occasion and my computer shuts off, and then when the power comes on, I just press the power button and my computer comes back up in a minute.
For me, I tried powering back on, and then the farthest it had gotten was just the introductory HP Pavilion's blue screen. And then it would go into looking like one of those color bars where the station's not broadcasting. So
what you're saying is you don't take care of the equipment that you need to do your comic.
I admit I need a new computer.
Why can't you buy one? I've seen
one right now.
I've seen videos of you in your room. You've got like a 40-inch HD TV in there. You've got your PlayStation 3. You've got like a wall full of video games, but you can't afford a basic computer. Like, nothing fancy, costs maybe a couple $100.
There you
I
go.
could go buy myself 10 new computers right now if I wanted. How many video games do you own that you don't play, Chris?
Ooh.
I've played a lot of games in my lifetime, but I own very few right now because as soon as I'm done with them, I usually sell them.
There you go.
You sure have a lot of time on your hands, Chris, to play all those games, for that matter. I've never come close to owning as many games as you have. Chris, how many hours a week do you spend on video games right now?
I don't know. I'd say about maybe 2 or 4.
2 or 4
a
hours
day.
a week? A day, okay.
Bullshit.
That's an
Way
awful
more.
lot of time to be spending on video games per day. And that is time that you could be using on your comic if you cared about your...
To be fair, when I was full blown on my Xbox 360, playing Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Black Poops, 10 to 14 hours, I had a KD to keep up, I had a team to carry, I ain't had dick else to do. So, really, 2 to 4 hours a day, fucking rookie numbers, baby. All we do is big leagues around here.
your comic, but obviously you
I
care
do care
about
for
video
my
games.
comic. It's just I use that. That's actually between drawing page, between drawing and coloring.
But you could use that video game time to upload them. And you never did that.
Oh, yes, I do.
How many days have you missed since you promised you would upload 2 pages a day? You don't care. Your actions say that you don't care. Actions speak louder than words, Chris. I don't even consider you competition anymore. Do you know that? Because you obviously... my competition are artists that actually care about their work. And you play video games all day. And then you sleep in because you have nothing to do. And then when you do actually take time to do something, you don't actually work on your comic, you just attack me. And then when I'm nice to you, you continue to attack me. And then when I get mad and yell at you, you back down right away because you can't stand up in a fight.
Facts.
And then when I'm nice again, because I think to myself, I don't want to keep yelling because I'm not that kind of person, then you become disrespectful again.
Facts.
Do you have anything to say, Chris? He hung up.
Facts.
Later that day, the Wikipedia site was wiped clean of all info, only to be replaced with a link to the Asperpedia. Chris made a video attacking those responsible the following day.
As much as it is to my dismay, I have to point out, but you can thank Alec, Evan, Sean, and Mal on the Astropedia, because I got confessions from them, and they have done so already. They took down my own Wikipedia. They even prohibited me from being able to make any updates. Because of that goddamn Evan. If I could go back to before November 2007, I would have never viewed that damn ED page. And then I would have never had to deal with you damn dirty trolls. But I know every last one of you now. And I have suffered through so much torment. And this one just really just takes the cake. And you all just want a response from me. You get one hell of a response. And all my true loyal fans can blame those on the Astropedia, those 4, because they have done the wrongest. They took away that which inspired their own comic pages. They destroyed what was undestroyable, but can be rebuilt. And I will rebuild it with my own help and my own funds. I have people on the inside. The Wikipedia will be backed up. And I never wanted to kill Simona. But I was practically blackmailed by that goddamn Evan. I would have him in a psychic link within my psychic powers, frozen in time. And then I would put him in the jail cell, as with the same fate between Alec, Sean, and Mao. And after what they have done unto me so far, which they did not have to do, but they did.
But they did.
And they are all guilty of tormenting me like they have. I would have them executed.
It's a bit much, Chris.
And I don't care what they think or what they say. This is my stand against you 4. Rot in hell! Anyway, everybody else, have a good day. I'm still shoveling snow and drawing and coloring, regardless of there being a website or not.
What world are you shoveling snow in? You're not doing any physical labor. Look at you.
Good day.
As a result, he did indeed kill off Simone LaRoche in the story, which seemed to have satisfied Evan, as the Wikipedia returned virtually back to normal on Valentine's Day, with the ads for Asperchu replaced with ones for Sonichu Revolution, which was a comic created by Alec during the downtime of the Wikipedia. According to Leary, due to the troubles of the site and Christian's frequent tardiness, he felt that it was his duty to give Sonichu fans what they wanted, and offered them his own version of the proposed Sonichu reboot, which addressed the ongoing copyright issue by brutally murdering copyright-infringing characters. In the meantime, Christian posted an update on his blog, writing that he would continue working on his comic, and that things with his girlfriend were going well. He then resumed answering mailbags, which have been backlogged since before the lockdown of the site. For Mailbag 52, he adopted a new strategy to answer difficult and defensive letters. He replied to 10 challenging correspondences with the same response. Your letter has been read fully, and your thoughts have been imputed and accepted for better improvement. Thank you for your time and efforts. He abandoned this tactic from Mailbag 53 onwards. Despite Alec's best efforts to make Christian aware of Sonichu's damning legal issues, it seemed that everyone except Chris knew that Sonichu could never truly come to fruition, as it was, in essence, an extension of its creator, an amalgam of ideas taken from various pop culture sources, existing in a nonsensical fantasy world, destined to fail.
Ooh, that was a fucking bar if I ever heard it. And it's so perfect and fitting. We did it yet again, guys. Holy shit. If y'all are still here, thank you so very much. If you're new to the channel, thank you for taking the time to check out the channel and the video. If you are one of my OGs, you guys already know how I feel about each and every one of you bitches out there. I fucking love you guys. And with that, don't forget to become an official Loked Out Cholo such as myself through my official channel memberships. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.